Get started. Good morning. This is the Site Plan Review Committee meeting for September 25th, 2018. The members present today are myself, Frank Stringy, City Planner, Nick Rystrom, City Engineer, Paul Chief, Deputy Fire Chief, Paula Genzio, DPW Superintendent, and Mark Locke, Plumbing Inspector. First site plan is 243 North Shore Road.
Morning, everyone. Thank you for having us. My name is Victor Manoogian. I'm the attorney for Verizon Wireless for a small cell installation on this telephone pole located in front of 243 North Shore Road. What I want to pass around is a site plan review decision that I obtained from this board a little over a year ago. And the reason I'm back today is I wanted to, before I went forward, I wanted to have I'll say a fresh decision. What we were doing was replacing the existing pole, and I have both sets of plans that I can share. The existing pole was 29.5 feet, and the new pole we're putting is, I have these upside down, is 38.6 feet. And initially I had gone through this whole process and got the grant of location approved by the council, and then Engrid, who is the pole owner, decided that pole won't work. There's not enough separation for existing plus our antenna, which size didn't change. It's going to go at the top. It's 38.7 inches tall and 12 inches in diameter, which are all shown on page 2 of, I'll call it the newer plan. So this was approved once before, and again, I felt that I didn't want to go through zoning and council with a decision that was over a year old. So I was hoping to get the same decision unless something's changed that I'm
That's
not
fine.
aware
We
of.
can revise this, issue a new letter so you can get before the City Council and file for a special permit.
Thank you.
So
That's
was this
what I-
uploaded on e-permitting? Because our
Yes, it
letters
was.
now go through.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
through
so
e-permitting.
you don't need my card then.
No, as long as your
Yeah.
email is on the e-permitting.
I did do that, and I like this location much better. This is
Yeah,
very roomy
I know.
compared to the last location.
So it'll be sent out to you, it'll be emailed to you today, decision. Once you
Excellent.
receive that, I'll also copy the city clerk on it, so she will have it.
Right.
So just go down there and file the
Okay.
application, once you receive that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next site plan is Winthrop Avenue, Lot 7. Hi, Karen.
Good morning, my name is Karen Osterly, and I have a lot on 1016 Winthrop Ave, and I would like to build a two-family home, and I'm just basically here. I'm new at this, and I just need some direction, what I can build, the variances, height
Right,
requirements.
right. I'm familiar with the lot,
Okay,
and it's commonly owned with the lot, developed lot next door, the house, which is a two-family.
yes,
So, to be a qualified lot, that vacant lot to build a two-family on, the existing two-family has to meet parking compliance, and provide 4 off-street parking spaces.
okay.
I know there's a driveway there now.
There's a driveway, yes.
I don't know if it could be widened to put 2 more cars in.
Okay,
A parking space is 9 by 18, so it
Yes.
would have to be 9 by 36 feet long, 9 feet
Okay.
wide by 36 foot long. So if it's a double driveway, then it would have to be 18 by 36 feet long. If that can be provided on the existing developed lot, then the vacant lot would be buildable as a two-family.
okay,
Now, it's an irregular lot, so the setbacks are 15 in the front, 20 in the rear, and 5 on one side, 10 on the other. So you have to position in such a way so you can meet those setbacks.
okay,
If you can't, then you may need relief from the zoning board of appeals,
okay,
okay, because it's an irregular lot,
alrighty.
all right?
And then I just give
So
proposals to the builder and,
Yeah, what you do is you come back here once you have a certified plot plan
okay,
showing where the foundation is going to be for the two-family,
okay,
and showing proof that you have or can provide 4 parking spaces for the existing two-family.
Okay. Okay.
And that's
And
it.
as far as, if I could build, do I have to get approval from the abutters?
No, only if you have to go before the ZBA for relief.
Okay,
Then there'll be a separate public hearing before the zoning board of appeals, where
Okay.
abutters will be notified.
all right,
But, try to make it within the parameters of the setbacks, that are
Okay.
required setbacks.
all right,
But if you can't, then you'd have to go for relief to the ZBA.
okay,
All right?
all righty, thank you very
Okay.
much, appreciate it.
All right. Next site plan is North Shore Road, Lot 21.
My name is Nick Paolucci. I came in about a month ago proposing a two-family on an existing lot and got denied, so we're trying for a single-family now.
Is this the
And
lot that has a garage on it?
It does,
So that's why you were denied.
right.
What's the
So-
square footage of this lot?
I think it's around 3,000.
Yeah. So as it stands now, it's not a buildable lot because it has a garage on it.
Okay, so what, is there any way around that?
Yes, you would have
Go
to,
through
you would be
appeals.
denied. You could seek relief through the zoning board of appeals
Uh,
for removal of that garage
Okay,
and construction of a single-family home.
okay.
What's the house with the garage, goes to now, is that a single family or two?
That's a two-family next door, which is owned by the same owner.
So
Okay.
you won't be able to provide.
Yeah, also on that two-family, existing two-family, you would have to provide 4 parking spaces on the lot for this to become buildable. So you have a number of things against you.
Yeah,
You have an existing two-family that relies on this garage for the parking. Now you want to tear the garage down and construct a single-family home.
right.
So you're taking away the parking for the two-family.
So could we use some of that land for more parking?
No,
On the other property?
no, the parking has to be provided on the lot.
But if it's not possible, there's not enough space.
Then that's why you're being denied. That's why you can't build.
I mean, well, that's for the two-family, that's not really, we're not doing anything with the two-family.
You have to provide parking for the two-family in order to use the lot that now is providing parking.
Right, so if we build this larger driveway using some of the land from the neighboring lot, would that work?
That's not allowed. As I mentioned, you cannot use adjacent land to meet your parking
But right
requirements.
now, they are using that garage as parking. Right.
For the two-family.
It would become two different properties, so we're gonna have common ownership.
Yeah,
So, this is providing parking for the existing property. You have to provide all the parking on this lot for this house.
okay.
And then if you were able to do that, and then build a new house, and you have to provide all the parking for that new house on that lot.
So it can't be on the other lot?
No.
Correct. I'm not sure that even if you could do that, you'd have the space to.
Well, right now, this shows 6 spots, so 2 for the single-family, 4 for the two-family. So the fact that it's 10 feet off of the two-family lot, this is a plan.
Second page.
have to seek a variance on two fronts
Mhm.
to create this as a lot, a buildable lot with a garage on it, to removal of the garage,
Yeah,
and two, variance for parking for the existing two-family.
okay.
So based on your plan submitted, we will have to deny it,
Mhm.
and we'll issue a denial letter.
All right.
Has this been uploaded on e-permitting?
Yep, both of those versions are.
Okay, so you'll receive the denial letter through e-permitting,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
Do you have another copy of that other plan? With the 6
Yeah.
lots? This one? Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted-
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
The site plan is for 76 Savage Street.
I'm sorry, I didn't make enough copy to show, but I hope that the picture is big enough so you know what I'm talking about. So because in my house, we have single family, but we don't have enough parking space. So I could ask for, so that I can do another like space for one more car. Cause we have, right now we have 4 cars in total, and the driveway that we have, so this is the picture in front of my house. So you can see that this is like, there isn't any curbside on the street. So it's just another
So you
way.
want to create another parking spot?
Yeah, so this is the part that I want to like convert into the parking space.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Frank, but you're not allowed to have parking in front of the house? You can
Yeah.
only encroach up to 5 feet?
5
So you
feet?
can't have it in front of the entire house?
So do you mean that like I can do a little bit up here and like until from here to here, like 5 feet? Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
So, okay. Do I have to pull any permit for that? Because the driveway, they come and estimate my house and they say that if you want to do this part, you have to ask for the permit.
Yes,
So-
you need a permit. You need a curb cut permit through DPW.
Yeah, because, you know, this is like my neighbor and they all converse like all the front yard to like the parking space, so I just, you know, asking if we can do it. So
Yeah.
now you say like 5 feet, so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, those were done prior to the zoning being changed.
Yes, and, you know, pretty much all of them do that, so.
What we need to also have is a certified plot plan showing your land area and where this 5-foot parking space, 5-foot extension of the driveway is gonna
Yeah.
be. You need at least 20 feet from the back of sidewalk, from your property line to your house.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that.
I didn't bring any, because,
That's why you need to get a survey and have a certified plot plan done.
and where can I do that? Like, where can I get that survey, like,
Well, the engineering department has a list of
We have a list of
surveys.
local surveyors, but you can use anybody that is licensed in the state of Massachusetts. I don't think I do have one. I have a copy of the local.
thank you.
It's just a list of locals. You don't have to use anybody that's on there. You can use whoever you want. Like I said, they just have to be registered in the state. But that's sort of a jump off point. You can start there.
Thank you.
All right?
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Site plan for 233 North Shore Road.
Good morning. I'm Roy. This is my assistant Gerald, trying to pull a permit for a second storage on this house in Riviera. And this is where we stand right now.
Is it an existing single family? or
Existing, yeah.
Single family, correct?
Single family, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you propose to do.
You can pass. Yes. Yeah, that's the same. You can pass. We don't have many.
You're not changing the footprint of the building at all?
Nope. as you see, it's just, it's a 3-bedroom with a bathroom.
Is this the same plans that you brought?
Exactly. Yep. Yep. What's that? This apartment? I don't know. I'm a contractor. That's not my house. I'm a contractor.
Okay. Is there a plot plan here? Shows. So is this the proposed addition?
Yes, sir.
This one here. And what's the purpose of that, for additional bedrooms?
Yeah, additional bedrooms. More space, the family's getting bigger. you
So
know.
right now, it's just a one-story
Yeah.
house with an illegal apartment?
Does the apartment have to be addressed prior to?
Yes, absolutely. So that apartment would have to be
There's a,
removed?
so there's an apartment there that is illegal? Is
Yes.
that what you guys telling me? Okay,
You have to address that before you can.
before I can proceed with anything.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
So deal with that through the building department, and have the kitchen removed, and then you can come in and apply for
come
the
in.
renovation.
All right.
Okay?
As I said, I'm just a contractor. I don't know what's going on there.
Okay, so that's what has to be,
That's what has to be addressed.
Yeah.
I'm ready this to happen.
all right.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah, sounds good.
Once that's dealt with, then you can come back.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we have a site plan for 459 Revere Beach Boulevard.
Four 59,
59, yeah.
right next to the Weston property?
This is an assemblage of properties.
Weston property?
No,
Next to the
Don't worry,
beach
guys.
house, right?
no, it's before that.
Oh, that's 540, yeah, okay.
Here you go. Very good. I'm good.
One for everyone.
Good.
Another one?
You want more?
Thank you.
All right, so this is 459, 461, and 463 Revere Beach Boulevard. I think everyone knows me, Rick Selvos, Engineering Alliance. Peter Carici was one of the owners, Charlie Agoris, another owner, and John Spears is the architect. So these parcels of land are currently occupied by a two-family dwelling, a single-family dwelling, and another two-family dwelling. There's 4 parcels here, 3 of them are occupied by buildings, the 4th one in the back is vacant. The total lot area here is about 32,544 square feet. To put it in perspective for you, the DCR bathhouse right here, the two-family, single-family, two-family, the vacant parcel in the back. Breakers is located just off the site over here. As far as permitting goes, this is obviously our first trip here. We expect that we'll probably be back here at least a few more times. We've already held a public hearing before the Conservation Commission. We filed an abbreviated notice of resource area delineation in order to get the resource areas delineated, and that was had an order of resource area delineation issued for it. So all the resource areas are kind of set in stone. Here's a project, and I won't get into too much. I just want to really talk about the site layout, then we'll let John talk about the building. Again, the breaker is located here. DCR bathhouse is here. Beach house a little further down the road over here. And the Bianchi's project, obviously, we're up there towards Revere Street. This proposal here, I'm happy to say, is not an apartment proposal. These are condominiums, which I think the city's kind of been looking for. At least we've heard that comment quite a bit. The proposal is for 34 condominiums with a mix of 26 one-bedrooms, 8 two-bedrooms, with 53 parking spaces, which is what is required by the RC1 calculation. Access into the site will be via a single curb cut, which we'll try to separate as much as we can from the adjacent driveway. Folks will come into the side entrance, get in at the main level for parking under the building here, and then drive down the back and to a lower level garage, access the bottom of the building, and there's 19 surface spaces shown at grade. Dimensionally, everything complies with the dimensional criteria. We do have a projection into the front yard setback, which is allowed for an amenity space, no more than 20 feet high, more than 50% glass coverage, so on and so forth. Dimensionally, everything else complies. The only place that I can see here that we may require some dimensional relief is we don't have the 6-foot buffer, as you can see, along the narrow gauge railroad to the back. And I think that's the only spot that
That's
we
fine,
want.
because you don't have a residential property. So
Yeah.
that's only required when it's,
Yeah, and we might be a little bit thin here, but this, I don't know if this is really considered parking or drive aisle in this particular area here, so I guess we'd leave it to for you folks to digest the plans, maybe have the building commissioner review it and just let us know. But we think that we've come up with a project here that is by right, home ownership, not rental. We're really not quite there yet, but I think the intent's gonna be to connect to the water main out the front, the sewer out the back. The sewer main is located behind the back of the building, so this project won't require, or shouldn't require, the relocation of the sewer main. And I think at this point, I'll switch over to John just to talk a little bit about the building itself and the makeup of the building itself.
sure.
Any questions so far?
Now, zoning-wise, it seems to comply with all dimensional requirements, so,
This is from the property line to the back of the building, roughly.
53
55.
feet?
To the back of the building, there's a big chunk out of it, so it's, you look at there's dimensions on the bottom, lower level. What? The lower level, there's a 30-foot dimension on the one corner, and then it's 50-something on the other corner, the lower level. You see the dimensions?
Yeah, we're 53.4 back here. It's a little closer in.
30-foot.
the internal aisle dimensions, I don't see that on here, they have to be at least 20,
These are 24 feet. These are
No, under the-
24, these are 20.
under the
these are-
building.
Under the building?
Under the building? I think we
I
have
don't see
23
anything.
feet, but that's something we can take a look at.
Yeah, those circled numbers are the parking spaces.
Talk about the aisle dimension.
The aisle
Aisle
dimensions
dimensions,
underneath.
It's 22 feet and 17 feet inside, 24 feet and 18 feet outside.
You have 22 on the side, 23 underneath, and 24 in the back for aisles.
Correct.
Yes.
The driveway's 22 feet. There you go.
Yeah. That's
This is 24 here.
Yeah, 23 inside, that's
Yeah.
good.
All the exterior drive aisles are 24 feet, interior 22 feet.
Except for the driveway.
Except for the drive, right,
Access way.
the driveway.
So the encroachment in the front yard is for
For the amenity space.
Health club?
Correct. Which
The
you'll
glass
see on the
entry and-
rendering
right.
when he gets to that point.
I see it.
We believe it meets the criteria.
what is that setback now, 11 feet?
11 feet,
Okay, and the rest is 20.
correct. I think we actually increased it.
Okay, we're good.
Good.
Next.
I don't know what else to add, but this is a summary of all the RC1, which is basically the same. I think it's 25,500, but I may be wrong. We'll have to figure out what the difference is. And then this is, you can put that up. This is not a final design. This is a massing model with architectural, frosting on it. So we really need to we have a lot of work to do, design development, other kind of things, to actually make this, the building that it really needs to be, so it meets the needs of the inside people and the outside people, so.
Is this 4 stories over 1?
5 over 2.
Yeah.
5 over 2?
5 over 2, under 70 feet, wood frame construction.
So how we get to
Concrete podium.
34 units, we have 7 per the bottom 4 floors. And then in the top floor, we have 6. The 6 is because we combined the 4 units on the right that are 1 bedroom into 3 2-bedroom units. That's how you get to the 34.
And this is the area here that we were talking about, which is the.
Yeah, and it's a clunky placeholder that we're going to actually turn into something much nicer.
Yeah, so essentially, what you're looking at is just the massing.
Okay, so how far along are you with architecturals?
Oh,
Just
these
the
aren't
beginning.
really actually schematics yet. So they're the preliminary schematics is where we are.
Yeah.
So we have design development, we have construction documents, we have bid documents, all there's a long way to go.
So as you progress with your final design, we'd like to continue to meet with you.
Why not?
On your design elements and exterior materials.
Absolutely.
What are some of the thoughts from the planning board and what they'd like to kind of see there from design elements?
Seaside condo design with clapboard and a mixture of materials, wood and hardy board and brick or stone.
Consistent with some of the other projects that are?
Yeah, I mean, this is an opportunity to be kind of unique as a condominium and really showcase this building as, one of the better buildings on the beach, especially as a condominium. So, as far as quality materials, amenities, we expect it to be, raise the bar a little bit from what's out there. I know you guys want to do the same because
Yeah.
the sale prices are going to be very competitive. As far as water is concerned, you're fine. We have a 10-inch water main on the beach. You'll do a hydrant flow test though in front of the building, make sure you have the adequate design pressure for fire flow and domestic water. Sewer is right there in the back of the building.
The flow test?
The flow test?
Do we schedule that through DPW and then notify you?
Results need to come to me.
Okay.
Sewer-wise, I'll need your proposed discharge. So we can run through our model.
Yeah, this one will be pretty simple, proposal is strictly residential here, so. Yep.
Is your lower level of parking, is that at grade with the boulevard, or is it?
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit handicapped. I got one good ear and it's giving me some trouble. So what was that question?
The lower level of parking,
Yes,
is that at grade with the boulevard, or is it?
it's below grade. It's
So access
a
from
pitch
there?
from, the boulevards are on 12 feet above sea level, and that is 6'6" in the front, and it goes down to 6 feet in the back. It's a slight slope down.
It's gonna be very similar, what we're doing, yeah, we're actually raising the front, the living levels, at the front up a couple of feet higher than the boulevard, so that we can try to match the grade without digging in too much in the back, but it's gonna be pretty consistent with the way everything else is on the beach. Obviously, it's about 7 or 8 foot drop from Revere Beach Boulevard to the land in the back. We're using that to our advantage to be able to build this building right into the slope. So so you'll go down the driveway, just like every other development basically on the beach, into a lower level entrance, and then there'll be a separate entrance basically at the boulevard grade, which is at the main level.
That's at the second
The
level.
lowest floor of the residential is 26 feet above sea level.
So So then you'll have essentially above the boulevard, there's six stories, which is parking plus that.
No, parking is at the boulevard, there's 5 stories above it.
But then there's parking below the boulevard too.
Correct.
Right.
Two levels of parking.
You got it.
Correct.
2 levels of parking, most likely concrete podium, I would
Yes.
assume. Wood frame construction above. It's probably gonna be about 69 feet and change.
Concrete as opposed to steel.
That's
The podium.
Yeah.
There's no final, we don't have engineers
Yeah.
on the team yet, they're coming, but they're not on the team yet. We'll basically,
I think
I'm
you heard,
assuming that's the case.
I think you heard the comment.
Yeah.
Concrete's preferred over steel.
It is, especially because you're gonna now put over air requirements.
Right.
If you're doing
We-
reinforced.
I
Yeah,
agree.
we don't know yet whether this is gonna be open air, if it's gonna be closed in, mechanically vented, that remains to be seen at a future meeting when we're back here.
So your infinity pool terrace area is on roughly the 3rd level of
Yes. It's a, it's the two-level, it's a two-level swimming pool as drawn, and then above that is a terrace. The terrace is 46 feet above sea level.
What we're particularly sensitive is on the boulevard level to have no observation of the garage area from public view.
Right.
Opaque screening, essentially.
Yeah, whatever we can do to incorporate that pedestrian level into the facade of the building,
Mhm.
as part of the facade of the building.
If you look on the site plan, you see we're sort of, we've got some plantings, we have a front wall, drawn at least, and we definitely need to have screening. And that screening though has to be, my guess is it'll have to be breakthrough in case there is a storm surge through the building, so. But it's something that we can do.
So that's why we want to work with you on those.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you have an idea of the type of foundation you might be looking at?
I don't think any geo's been done on it yet, right? No geotechnical's been done.
The concern for me is just the sewer line is back awfully close to the foundation wall or whatever it's gonna be there, so it's some vibration concerns.
Mhm.
So we can,
Cross
address
that
that when
bridge,
we
yeah.
get to it.
Yeah, you're over near that peak area, right?
You know, everywhere else up there, there's been a pretty good peat layer, so
Yes,
I
I
don't,
think it starts at the old nursing home and heads.
yeah, I don't anticipate we're gonna be any different than, say, the beach house or
What they use for
those piles.
piles?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Geopiers.
yeah,
We're using rigid inclusions in another project now. They're working out pretty well.
So I see that trash storage on the front part of the building, within the building.
Right. The idea is to not have trash trucks go all the way down that aisle past the neighbors and past the tenants above. So if we can get the trash in that front area, maybe they can just, that can work that way, but this is just a schematic.
As long as it's all clean and it's hidden, it's not allowed.
Right, and it's ventilation. Yep.
Yeah, so is that like a series, you're looking at a series of totes or?
Well, that's shown as, as barrels, but I just can't, if we're doing it up there, I can't see a dumpster, shoveled, slid out from that thing in a very efficient way, so. I think
We're not
if
married to
we
that,
have
so.
2 to 3 pickups per week, that's the number of bins that we would require for 34 units.
Rick, standard for some of these ones that you can enforce, sewer connection will be rigid wide. Looking for a 48% leak for the water.
Or gate, it's just.
So the sewer line's running
Oh, yeah.
behind the building right now?
Behind it.
Yeah.
There's an easement back there. I believe there's actually structure in the property.
There's 2 structures just, they're on or just off the property.
One of them looks like it definitely is, and the other one is maybe
so I think that what we'd anticipate is our next stop would probably be the Conservation Commission to get the building footprint and that disturbance approved. At that point, we'd have a complete stormwater management plan, utility plan design that we could submit back to the committee for review, individual department.
Okay, so you may find the first hurdle, zoning compliance, so the next is,
Thanks. I have a couple of questions. I know I'm not supposed to ask questions, but I got a couple.
He was going to approve it.
I know.
What are you asking? Let him approve it first and then ask a question.
Let me save that till after you approve. These are future questions, but I.
That's a good idea.
There's a saltwater marsh, past, on the Pines River, and during storms, that tidal thing has to rise. There's a road, the North Shore Road, between our property and that river. What is the history of tidal rising and falling in between these properties?
yeah, that road has been shut down for long, twice this winter.
Yeah.
This winter,
Yeah.
the tidal surge.
Over the road?
Yes.
Could not have such that you could not pass.
Yeah, so the tidal comes into that section that be right behind our property as well. Second question is, in the RC1 code is discussion of balconies and that they can't protrude 4 feet, more than 4 feet into the side yard setbacks. And that's 30 feet above street grade on the side yards and so on. And there's also some, it says, in all instances, balconies shall be unenclosed, extend no more than 4 feet from the wall of the principal building. Is that whether they're in the setback?
No, that's
Just in the setback? Okay, so in other words, we could have a deeper balcony as long as we're not in the setback. Thank you very much. That's helpful.
Any other questions?
Nice to have you here.
So, we look forward to seeing you as the design advances, and look forward to having this one of the more attractive buildings on the beach. So, you can meet with my office independently before you come in with the final design plans and site plan review as you progress the design. And we'll work out these quirks, especially how you treat the front of the building. Is very important.
Quick one, Frank.
Yeah.
So, make sure you get an address. So when we start going out the documents and everything, you have an address if you're using 3 right now.
Yeah, I assume this will get consolidated into one address.
Yeah, so let me take a look at it. Maybe it'll be this three of them, maybe it'll be the middle one, but I have to take a look at it.
That's a good point, to sort that out now, because otherwise it's like,
There's a lot of problems.
always does.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Designing between them is,
Yeah.
Right. 461 makes a lot of sense.
For the middle one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's a design challenge, but incorporate as much glass as you can. Since it's going to be something, taking advantage of those ocean views.
There are views in multiple directions, as you know.
I'm assuming that's kind of what you're showing there, right? There's a lot of glass.
What's that?
I'm assuming that's kind of what you're showing there,
Yeah.
right? A lot of glass. Is that?
In this initial thing, all the living rooms are up against the outside, and then the 4-foot decks are inset over across the bedrooms. So there's glass that people can see, and then they can go out to the decks. So everybody has a deck, but right now they're minimum at 4 feet. So we'll see. A little squishy, but kind of we'll see. It's better than nothing, right?
And again, like I mentioned, we'll focus on architectural treatments,
Got it.
the rest of the building, and provide a nice, friendly face to the boulevard. We want to continue that.
depends upon what the final design above it is, and then how to relate that to something that's really nice at the bottom.
There's no other questions? We're very pleased that this proposal is before us. This is a condominium, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy this day. It's not beautiful outside, but
Close site plan review, September 25th.